This is Destiny with Destiny Tarot. To those of you returning, thank you so much for being here, for watching my content and supporting my channel. To my existing subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're the reason that I am continuing to post and keep going. And if you are new here, thank you so much for joining me. I definitely appreciate it. You can go ahead and just subscribe though and hit the bell button so you can check out my content as soon as it is out here, okay? As soon as I go live. But if you would like to support me in another way as well, of course, go ahead and check out my link tree in my bio where you can find my Etsy. You can order a personal reading there. And then I also have my Poshmark where I am actively selling thrifted goods. So I've got quite an extensive collection over there. Definitely check that out and support your girl. Got 140,000 followers over there, so I'm trying to build the same, manifest for YouTube as well. So but anyways, today we are going to just dive into the topic, what is next in love. It was requested by a subscriber, so if you do have any requests, go ahead and let me know in the chat or in the comments, and I will do my best to please, okay? But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a what's next in love, pick a card. So pile 1 is going to be this rose quartz here. And again, I do not know what this is, but I just keep using it every time. But this is going to be pile number 2. All right. So we will do pile 1 and pile 2 for what is next in love. Hi, Pallavi. Thanks for joining. Okay. So, yes, thank you. Sending love and light your way, too. We are going to do pile number 1 here, and I'm trying to remember to do timestamps, so we're writing that down. Yes, pile 1. So, let's go ahead. What is next in love for pile 1? Okay, the Strength card came out. Honestly, I feel like for pile number 1, I feel as if you're definitely having quite a bit of self-love. Also, I don't know, maybe you have a pet or you're getting a new pet. So I feel like there's love coming into your life through animals as well, pile number 1. The Sun, maybe even children as well. Whether this be your own children or children of friends or family, but I feel as if there's a lot of lighthearted energy surrounding you, a lot of lighthearted love. Yeah, and I'm being called to point out my my lion that's on my wall too. So, oh, you're a Leo? Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, so Leo vibes, but I feel like you also are just in this self-confidence era. You are especially between the Strength and the Sun card. I mean, those are definitely two very self-confident cards, energies. So, and with the fire energy there as well. Let's go ahead and see what else is next in love for my pile number 1. King of Swords, 10 of Crystals, 5 of Crystals. Okay, so I feel like for my pile number 1, part of what's next in love is I feel as if maybe right now you have a lot of options. I feel like my pile number 1 are single. They are people who are kind of dating, or maybe not even necessarily dating, but somebody just who has options. If you were to put yourself out there, you would have more than one option to date. But I feel as if what you are doing, what's next in love, is you are actually getting very clear about what it is that you do and do not want here with the King of Swords energy. That's definitely clarity, to the point. And with the 10 of Crystals, I feel as if you're cutting out anything that makes you feel like it's too difficult, wouldn't quite work, or anything where you feel the effort just wouldn't be quite worth it, or where you can see that there may be future conflicts. I feel as if while you're starting to date or while you're entertaining different people, like you've actually learned a lot of lessons to where you're starting to recognize like what kind of people, where the juice wouldn't be worth the squeeze. Like you're just kind of recognizing it sooner versus later in relationships now. And also kind of being able to tell like what type of person you would argue with, like what kind of person would you have conflict with. And every single person that we encounter brings out something different in us, and I feel as if you're starting to recognize who these people are sooner on, so that you can cut it out. And I feel as if you're a lot more confident when it comes to your dating life and the decisions that you make in regards to your love life as well. So I just cleared the cards, and we're going to just get some more cards for pile number 1. Like, what is next in love? Ace of Crystals. So I do see you finding a lot of passion in your life. I'm not going to lie. I'm not quite sure if this is from a love relationship or not. Some of you are homeowners, or you have a home, or maybe you just got a place on your own or moved out of somewhere, like achieved some kind of goal surrounding home. 5:55 on the timer as I say that, but some kind of goal surrounding home, like having some kind of stability, or maybe you've been living somewhere for a while and you finally furnished it. Like it could be anything like that. But I also feel like you are having like some passionate new beginning in your life. This could be with your own projects, your friends. I feel like some people might even be taking up hobbies with my pile number 1. What's next in love? I feel like pile number 1, honestly, you're just very much so focused on yourself. I feel as if for my pile number 1s in the past and even currently, I feel as if you've had some kind of anxiety, maybe about a past person in love, maybe about a recent ex, somebody that you put a lot of time and effort into, and it's kind of caused you to turn towards doing things for yourself again. And actually, this is allowing you to heal. So I feel like pile number 1, oh, thank you for the confirmation as well in the chat. I'm glad that it resonates. But yes, with the 9 of Crystals here, I'm just like, it seems as if you definitely are healing from that situation, and by focusing on yourself, you can't make this up. I shuffled again, and you have 7 of Cups on the bottom of the pile. Like literally, if you don't already have a lot of options in love, you're about to have a lot of options in love, and it's all because you've healed yourself. But honestly, I'm getting the vibe that pile number 1, like you kind of are watching this for fun, because I don't feel like you're extremely interested in taking on a new love interest right now. I feel like my pile number 1, you have like a lot of good things going for yourself, because I feel like whatever the situation was that had you in your head, like you tried to invest so much time, energy, love, and yourself into this person and situation, and you have now chosen to just invest that in yourself, which is turning your life around. So I feel like these options are coming in, but like you're not even paying mind to them. So I guess let's ask about your options, because it keeps coming out that you have options. The Magician. So I'm not going to lie. There's something that you have done to where you have actually manifested having these love options in your life. I'm not going to lie. Pile number 1. Also, thanks for the emojis, by the way. Knight of Cups. Okay. So also I feel like if you had a crush on somebody, you had have a crush on someone, and you were kind of hoping they would talk to you, but like honestly, I'm not thinking that it's that serious. I feel like this is somebody maybe you've thought about a handful of times, and you're like, oh, they're kind of sweet, they're kind of cute, maybe it'd be nice to get to know them. I feel as if you're manifesting this person to actually come towards you, to be honest, like especially because you are kind of detached from that situation. I feel like they're drawing back right now and kind of deciding how they're going to approach you, but I feel like that's one of your options for sure. I feel as if there's other options as well that maybe you don't know about, or that maybe you're yet to encounter on your path, is you just haven't like ran into them yet. The World. Yeah, I feel like honestly, some of you are about to have some kind of love options the old-fashioned way. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like within the next 7 weeks to 7 months, like you're gonna be out and about living your life. You're going to be doing what you need to do for yourself, naturally meeting new people by doing so. And I feel like that is when you're going to encounter a lot of these options as well. So, there's definitely one that I feel is in your energy as of today, and it's somebody that you've been kind of thinking about. But there's many more to come as well. So I guess I want to get some more information about the person who you've like questioned about, because that is like, obviously they're a prominent option. King of Swords. The reason why it's important for this to come out is because this person is going to communicate with you. I feel as if this is somebody who like you've kind of humored the thought of, but it's not necessarily somebody who you are like entirely invested in or really wanting to get to know. Like, I don't know, not to be rude, but that's how I'm feeling about this person who has a crush on you. Like, I feel like you're into it, but you're not overly into it. And they are going to communicate with you. And that's why it's important for you to know, because this person like is honestly very into you and kind of sees you as somebody who could potentially be like a good soulmate, a good partner for them, and something that would be worth investing in. And I feel as if they think that they don't have enough to give you, or like that they're not the quite the right kind of person for you, but that they're willing to put in the effort and try anyways, and they're hoping that they're going to be able to change your mind. I feel like this person knows that they're not your usual type, but they feel like they're going to be able to change your mind somehow. So I don't know. You're going to have to like come back and comment and let me know about that. And the Sun card. Oh my God, why is that here? Eight of Cups. Okay. So let's see here. I just want to clear that and get some more cards for the Sun card. And so we had like some real major arcana like surrounding that person, even though you're going to have more options. Queen of Crystals. Maybe it's a timeline thing. I feel as if there's something major that's going to happen in your life right around the same time when this person comes forward to you, which is why it's more important to hone in on that particular option. Not because you have to go along with that option, but I feel as if there's been something you've been working towards. So when you're asking about when you're going to move, honestly, it could be soon. Like maybe that alone is the time frame for you, but I feel as if there's something you've been desiring and you've been putting a lot of effort towards and you've been fighting to make happen in your life, and that wish is going to come true right around the same time whenever this person is like coming forward and letting you know that they're interested in you. And this is the person you know is interested in you, though. The person that you like have an inkling and you're like, I don't know about this myself. Strength and Five of Crystals. Yeah, I feel like whatever. The Sun. Okay, so the big emphasis is like the Sun here. So you definitely have a lot of happiness coming in. You have a lot of wish fulfillment energy here, and you're going to have a lot of options in love. Not gonna lie, pile number one, I still see you choosing to focus a little bit more on yourself, because I feel as if these options that are coming towards you, I feel like you're just going to be so like involved in your own life and happy with the way things are going for you, that you're not going to be so worried about love opportunities, love offers, and whatnot. I feel as if you're almost going to see it as a source of conflict in a way, or even if it's not like a source of conflict, like maybe even just a source of conflict with your personal schedule, your own goals, and like what it is that you're personally trying to attain. Maybe you feel like you don't even have room for the two. So I feel like pile number one, like you're going to keep focusing on your wishes, your dreams, what it is that you desire for yourself, and you're going to have the confidence to push forward and like actually accomplish those things and put in the effort in the direction of your dreams, because it's so much easier to dream and it's a lot more difficult to do. And I feel like my pile number ones are like the do it type and like the get it done type. So yes, that's what I have for you, pile number one. So if that resonated and you did enjoy the reading, go ahead and subscribe, as well as give me a thumbs up if you would like to. Of course, like stick around for pile number two. We're gonna do this little one here for pile number two in a moment here. But overall, a pretty good message. I mean, honestly, I always like a message where it's like self-empowerment. I mean, it sounds like my pile ones are really just going to be doing the thing. So need a sip of water, which you were leaning on my water bottle. So Well, Tony, we're gonna see if we can find your wife in pile number 2. Marvelous. Yeah, we'll see if we can see if you get married too. Maybe it'll come out in the pile. We'll find out. So we're gonna do pile number 2. So trying to get better about timestamps. I haven't been good about it. Yeah, you're welcome, and thank you for watching too. Pile 2. So what is next in love for my pile number 2s? My pile 2s, what is next in love? We are about to find out. Justice. Okay. Honestly, I feel like pile number 2, like you are at this point in your life, 2 of Cups. I feel as if pile number 2, like honestly, you've learned a lot of difficult life lessons already. I feel as if you're somebody who has really stabilized within yourself, like mentally. I feel mentally and spiritually, like heavily, like that's the main thing. Like you have really come into yourself. You have found balance within yourself. 8 of Crystals and the 5 of Cups. Okay, so I feel as if for my pile number 2, let me get more for the 5 of Cups here. 3 of Crystals, 10 of Swords. Okay, pile number 2, the Tower. I feel like for my pile number 2s, you are people who have had, you know, some very life-altering moments within the recent past where your life has kind of like completely turned around. I feel as if maybe you were going in one direction and now things have completely shifted. I feel as if this did have to do with some kind of lover. This could potentially be like... Honestly, I'm just getting the vibe of somebody who kind of came in and rocked your world. Like, I've experienced this before where you've had some kind of heartbreak and it has changed you forever in regards to, like, who you are in relationships and who you choose to be with. And that's honestly the energy that I'm getting. But I also feel like what's next in love is, like, you... With the 5 of Cups, I mean, in this particular deck, I do think about how she's turned away from the empty cups. You know, she's facing in the direction of the 2 full cups. So maybe she hasn't lifted her head quite up yet and she hasn't quite moved yet, but she is looking in the direction of the future. So I feel as if you're kind of coming into this place, like, number 1, your guides want you to know that you will end up finding the love that you desire, the one that will be balanced and a good partner for you, because that's honestly the most important part, right? It's just finding somebody who actually is a good partner to you and somebody who can be your best friend. But then with the 8 of Crystals, I feel as if you're wanting this to move quickly, and or maybe you're just like at a point in your life where you're wondering, like, well, I thought this would be happening by now, and you're wondering why it hasn't happened, but you still have a little bit of hope. I feel as if you're having, like, in your mind, you feel a little disappointed and a little bit like it might not happen, but not quite letting that stop you and still having some belief. And I feel as if you're going to continue to push forward, or in the near future continue to push forward. Like, I feel like for my pile number 2s, these are the types that like to take a break from dating sometimes because they get exhausted with like putting themselves out there. And I feel like you are about to enter that phase where you are like ready to start putting yourself out there again. I do feel as if you're still going to be having some anxieties surrounding dating, surrounding your love life, but that you are going to push through it and that you're going to be determined to like really put yourself out there and like get what it is that you're looking for. So let's go ahead and get some more messages for my pile number 2. What is next in love for pile number 2? Okay. The Empress, 4 of Cups, and the Hierophant. Honestly, I feel like for my pile number 2s, like, you are going to find that love that you're desiring in the very near future. I honestly feel, though, that you are going to be going through a glow up yourself as well. So I feel as if you are going to be having some kind of like personality glow up. I feel as if like your mindset has really shifted. I feel as if your exterior is also starting to change based upon the changes that you have made internally, and with your like mental health. Like I feel as if your mental health has gotten quite a bit better, and that is starting to reflect on the outside. I also feel that in general, you're standing in like this very loving, mothering energy. It does not matter what your gender is at all. We all have that capability and energy. This softness and this fertileness, I want to say, like the ability to turn something into something else, like ingredients into a meal. Like, I don't know, just the feeling of creation, okay? Making a house into a home, like that kind of vibe. I just feel like whoever you are, you have the capability of making a place or a person like feel warm. I just feel like that vibe where you bring like a warmth to the room or like a warmth to the event. And I feel as if like because of that, you're going to be having these options coming towards you. I feel as if like there may even be options. Like I'm honestly getting like old school vibes with these piles today. Like some of you might even just meet somebody in person, like the old fashioned way. But I feel as if there will be opportunities coming to you in love. I do feel as if you're not going to make it your main focus, pile number 2. Like, honestly, I'm just feeling like these things will be coming for you, but it's not going to be your main focus in life. Like, similar vibes to pile number 1, where your main focus is a little bit more yourself. I feel as if you're giving to others, especially with, like, the Empress vibes, that you're still giving that love and energy to other people, but that you're keeping a lot more for yourself. I feel like as well with the Hierophant here, they're going to be focused a little bit more on your personal community. So whether that be your family, friends, 434 on the clock as well as I say that. But I feel like you're going to be focused more on the community that you already have. This could even be coworkers, like honestly, you name it. Like, you know your community better than me, but that's where your mind is going to be. I do feel as if you're going to have some offers coming towards you in love, but I'm not sure that you're going to be so into it at the moment. Let me go ahead and ask about these options in love who are coming in for my pile number 2. Knight of Swords. Okay, so one of them is coming very quickly. 4 of Cups. Okay, you cannot make this up. Like, honestly, the Hierophant. Okay, and it's coming out in the same order. Knight of Crystals. And what's this one? Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so honestly, I feel like pile number 2, you're not going to have that many options, and it's not a bad thing because we want, like, quality over quantity, right? But anyways, we have the Tower card. I feel as if you actually do have a very major soulmate coming in. I feel like as well you might just have some life events that change your life. I feel like these are changes that you've kind of been desiring. Maybe you've been afraid of putting them into place. Maybe some things have just been kind of like happening in life, kind of forcing you into a new direction as of late. But I feel like number 1, there is an option who might be a part of your community, who is going to be communicating with you. Honestly, if you felt like watching pile number 1, watch pile number 1, because it's similar vibes with like this secret crush energy, like somebody who is a part of your community, somebody who is right in front of you, who you're not really seeing as an option. I feel like though for pile number 2, like you actually don't know who this person is. So this person, they're going to communicate with you though. Like it's like they know of you, but you don't know of them. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments when this happens. But so the Hierophant here, it's definitely community energy, okay? So I feel like there's that one, right? But then option number 2, we have the Knight of Crystals. So I don't know, pile number 1, or oh my goodness, pile number 2. more confirmation if you wanted to watch pile number 1. But pile number 2, like, really, with this Knight of Swords and the Knight of Crystals, I don't know if I like these options. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you, because the Knight of Swords is somebody who is quick on their feet, quick with their words, tries to move quick in general, and I just feel like, I'm not going to lie, though. If I had to pick between the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Crystals, I would probably choose the Knight of Swords myself, because the Knight of Crystals is definitely, like, player energy as well. Can be, like, the Rico Suave type, or, you know, apply that how it resonates for you. But you know what I mean? Just, like, smooth, slick type. But honestly, I don't know. I feel like whoever the second option is, which I feel like the second option will actually come in not too long after the first person, like, reveals themselves to you. The second person, I don't know. I just feel like there's a trigger of some kind of change in the timeline for you, because then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which when the Wheel of Fortune spins, it just takes us along for the ride. You know, that's something that is just like destined, something that's just going to take place. And with this Tower energy, I feel as if, like, you are going to be having some major life shifts surrounding things that you've really been desiring, to where who's next in love is going to be a little bit of an afterthought for you, because you're going to be so focused on your Wheel of Fortune and Tower moment, honestly, because things are starting to shift for you, pile number 2, in your life in a positive way, a way that you've been attempting to manifest for quite some time. And that, honestly, that's where I gotta leave you, pile number 2. So if that did resonate, also I see your like, thank you, I love you. But yeah, that is what I have for you. So if you did like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, as well as click the bell button so you get notified every time that I post a new video, as well as every time that I go live. But I love you, and I will see you later.